up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and this is your Ladies Who List ATL recap. So I didn't even read over these notes. I took the notes, watched the episode, and I was done with it. Overall, it was a really good episode. Very vulnerable. The first thing that I want to get off of my head is when I was watching it and the scene with Kiana and her husband, and a lot of people were telling me last week that Kiana has a YouTube page and that she made a video saying that she doesn't like the way she's being edited and this and that. And I thought to myself when I was watching this episode, I was like, she just didn't like the way she was being edited, because this showed like a really vulnerable side of her. I was just like, when I was watching, I was like, does she not like this too? It's like, what is she talking about? I didn't watch her video. I don't want to watch any of their recaps or videos or anything like that. I don't. Because I know what they're, I mean, this is their first time on reality TV, and they're probably shocked at how they're being edited, but they wouldn't have anything. They wouldn't have it if it didn't happen. So I understand wanting to explain the way that it's edited and, just say like, this is what really happened. But when I see this episode, I'm thinking to myself, does she not like this too? Because this was I was like, thank y'all for literally being vulnerable like this, like showing all of these things and the things that you're going through, like literally outside of just real estate. I'm not sure how did Kiana think that it was only going to be about the business side, and you shot a scene in a doctor's office talking about fertility. So I don't understand that. That's why I'm like, you just didn't like the way you looked in that moment? Like, I don't get it. So that's the first thing that I thought of when I was watching this episode. I was like, everybody was saying that she made a video talking about she's quitting the show because she doesn't like the way she was edited, because she thought it was going to be about business. But you had a whole camera crew in a damn doctor's office. How did you think it was just about business? So I'm not sure. And, I thought it was wonderful that she shared that. So I don't understand what Kiana is wanting, but I don't want to watch her videos. I'll watch them later. So we start off where we left off with Robin, Kira, and Kiana in the little boardroom over there at Tiffani's opening, right? How do you feel? How do you feel about what happened? I'm not easily angered unless someone brings it out of me. Didn't acknowledge. Oh, so I think she was mad because didn't acknowledge, wouldn't be here, no issues, underlying issues that take the mom road, younger people. Baby. So I don't know. Kira was coming off like, I want to be the adult here this time, and I want to act like I'm this God-fearing person and I forgive you and this and that. But it was like you were the same chick that had your shoes off. Like you were really going to, what did you think, that the lady was about to fight you? Like, girl. But you're not easily angered, but would you be ready though? Okay, I'll give you that. So because the girl, Kira, is the same age as Robin's daughter, she said she's going to take the mom approach. Bitch, why she was like, I didn't even realize. See, I had to ask the kids. Girl, shut up! She was like, I had to ask the kids how serious it is, that somebody unfollows you down to the IG, basically. She was acting like she was so old, like so much older than her. But like making it seem like I didn't realize how important it is for you kids that somebody unfollows you on IG, which I thought was funny because it was in a way a dig, and I know that Kira's smart, but I don't know if she got it because of the way Robin delivered it. She says, well, she does operate from a space of grace and forgiveness because she is a woman of God. And Robin said, not that night. She said, my feelings were hurt too. So what's up? And then they showed the other clips. I said, oh, girl, you said I would hit you if I didn't think you have a stroke. Girl, what? I was like, oh, but you a woman of God. That's so funny. Don't say you a woman of God and that you're about grace and forgiveness, but act like you can't be about that life. Like literally, you can be a woman of God and not take no shit, okay? You could be like that. But the funny part is like you trying to act like you wasn't doing nothing that night. Like you act like you weren't really talking shit to her. Like that's crazy. Like you're expecting her to apologize to you for unfollowing you and I guess whatever, but you was talking to that lady out of pocket. Like, I would hit you if I didn't think you would have a stroke. And so Robin was like talking, and then Kiana was like, watch the hands, watch the hands, watch the hands. So she says, you called me an old bitch, basically. And she was like, no, I really meant experience. She says, okay, but you used the wrong word. And she said, you were the only one to take offense. It's not really that serious. They came, around. It's not really that serious. She was like, I have no hatred for you. I was just caught off guard. We'll be cool. In passing, we'll be cordial. I just think that Kira is still childish. I think that the whole thing is childish. I think the fact that she didn't even want to like even acknowledge that she was talking crazy to her, and you were talking that crazy to her over a follow and unfollow. And it's crazy because I really wish that I can find my notes from the first episode in here, because from my understanding, when Robin said that she wanted to create this firm, she named off the girls that she wanted to call up. Here it is. Here it is. Here are my notes. Hold on. I'm going down the list. Yes, she said, Cristyl and Robin, business should be moving. Create a brokerage firm. Pitch to agents. Kiana, Kira, and Tiana. So she named you, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it's for the show she named you and you really feel like she was not like she wanted you there. She understands how clearly they understand that you're good at what you do because Crystal's trying to steal Tiffany, you as a client. So clearly they know that you're good. So I don't understand how she's making it seem like, well, you didn't want me here. I guess that what's her name said, um, well, you don't need to be here or something like that. I forgot what it was, but she took it as that, and so that's what she was offended about as well. But they said they're gonna be cool in passing. They ended up taking a picture, and that's when Kiana said, "We so fake." So Tiana is looking at this really nice contemporary house. I loved it. I loved it. Those houses looking like that. I mean, when I was living in Atlanta, it's been a very long time, but when I was there weren't houses that looked like that at all. All of the houses were very much so not modern, not contemporary, just very much so had its own style. Okay. Um, this house was designed by a black woman. I didn't get her name. The pivot door, is that what they call those doors? I love it. Um, went to school, something to impress, taking notes. This guy, he's a football player. He wants this to be a bachelor pad, something to impress the ladies or whatever. I like the house. I thought the house was really, really nice. I do think the lady wants a lot for it. 2.7. Is that what she wants? Yeah, she wants 2.7. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not, I just know that I don't know if they're trying. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, that house in Los Angeles would be crazy. It would be crazy expensive. It would be more than that. But you're in a different area. You have to, like, I don't know. Do people think about like where you are, like in terms of like your geographical location, in terms of land and stuff like that, and the price of the land, and do people think about that, or they think of just about the structure? Is that mostly what they're thinking about? Because like, do you think about like the weather and all of this other stuff? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say that somebody like it's too much, but it feels like it's too much for, I don't know exactly where it is, but just in that area. I heard that Atlanta is like really really going up, but I think it's going up because they want it to go up. But I think a lot of people are like, bitch, I'm not about to pay that for that in Atlanta. Like, I'm not about to do that. But I think they want to make it so that it's like, but I don't think that it's like that. Well, that's nothing. This don't have nothing to do with that. Okay. Kiara and Cristyl, they go out to dinner again. Cristyl looks really cute. I love that her hair. It was giving me like 1970s disco. She had like, did she have bangs too? She looks really cute to me. Um, they're going more for girl talk, right? They're gonna have a chat not about business. Oh, she tells a guy, Tiana tells the guy, don't miss out on this opportunity. He's gonna think about it. I thought it was nice. Yeah, I thought the house was nice. I really did. But almost $3 million. No, no, no. I just was like, but I don't want to like, just no. Okay. So they were talking about their relationships again, and I was just like, see, that's it. Like, y'all, like, I guess I'm like, what else is there to talk about? You don't want to talk about business, so the next thing to talk about is where you want to be in the next part of your life. Are you trying to manifest a husband? Are you trying to manifest a boyfriend? She says, I want to manifest a husband. So I'm learning how to, I want someone that I can learn and love and grow with. Um, Cristyl asked Kira, would she ever consider a polyamorous relationship? Because she met this guy who is who is poly, and his girlfriend is married, and everybody is aware of the relationships. Um, and she asked her, was she interested in that? She was like, no, I'm not. That's not my thing, or whatever. And for some reason, Cristyl seems like she might be considering it, and so there's going to be a party that she is going to go to, and she invites Kira to the party. Kira was acting like she was all nervous and stuff, and I don't know. I mean, like, everybody at the party is poly, so they're okay with getting into relationships with people. She did explain. She was like, I don't know if I'm explaining it right. It's like when you're fluid. No, just basically saying that I'm able to have an intimate, loving connection with another person. I'm not restricting myself to this idea that I can only love one person at a time, where it's a possibility. It is a reality, and it is true that you can love more than one person at a time. And so in a poly type of situation, you are engaging in relationships with other people, right? And everyone is aware of the people that you are in relationship with. You're just in relationships with more than one person, and you're not with the idea that you can only love one person at a time. And so for some people that works. For some people, for other humans, it doesn't work. And so Kira's like, that don't work for me, and to each their own. to each their own. So Kiana closed. She's talking to her crew. She has her firm, her real estate firm, Watson Realty Co. And in the last year, they closed $50 million worth of real estate in the year. She said in 2007, when the market crashed, she ended up managing apartment communities. But then afterwards, she built a team, and within the last year, they have been doing great. So they're going to have their anniversary at the Waldorf Astoria. I didn't know that there was a Waldorf in Atlanta. That must be new. Cocktail dress attire, please do not come in three-piece suits. Please dress like you having a cocktail, girl. I know that's right. We're going to celebrate our growth. Love to see it. I don't know what Kiana is talking about. Like, I was like, Kiana ain't coming off looking crazy to me, so I don't know what she's talking about. Maybe there was a glimpse of herself that she saw that maybe she just needs to work on. There's an opportunity. Don't get mad because you saw a part of yourself that maybe you thought differently, or you saw yourself differently, or you saw the situation differently, and you don't like what you saw. Maybe it's time to reflect on it. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, I don't think, I'm not Kiana, and I don't know how she's supposed to come off, but what I'm seeing so far, it just seems like she's the girl that everybody comes and talks to. Like, she's kind of like the neutral person, and everybody kind of puts her like a mediator type. That's what it looks like to me. They're showing her business, they're showing her personal life. I don't know what she's talking about. And that's unfortunate that she doesn't want to come back, because I love that they are sharing their flaws with us. I love that. I love that it humanizes us, because we do live in a society where it's only boss, superwoman, strong, superwoman. No, we are fragile. Sometimes we need hugs and support and somebody we can actually fucking rest on. You understand what I'm saying? So seeing these parts of them, you being a boss, how you are in your friendships, how you are in your marriages, that's showing you a full person, like a full person. This is not just this person in business. This is this person in her marriage. This is this person with her friends. I think it's a great show. I love it. I really love it. I don't know what Kiana talking about, girl. Maybe, like I said, maybe you just saw something that you didn't like, and maybe that's just an opportunity for you to kind of check in and see, like, what is it that I didn't like about how I was edited, and maybe you can do some reflection. It's always an opportunity for growth. Let's celebrate our growth, right? Okay, so do it. Cristyl and her dad, baby. Her dad said, I don't have any mortgages. So I said, yes! He said, that's how you retire. I know that's right. I said, come on, Pops. He said he don't have. She was like, how much is your mortgage? I felt like you was getting in his business a little bit, Cristyl. Like, you really in his business. But he was like, mortgage? She was like, I don't have a mortgage. She was like, so you don't have a mortgage on any of your properties? He was like, that's how you retire. I said, I know that's right. Get it together. So anyway, she's telling her father, she's using her father as a sounding board, and we love to see it. She's telling him about the situation with the ladies, right? They're going to have an anniversary party, and Robin's going to be there, and I need to be prepared to talk to her. And she mentions again, she's one of my best friends. She lost her cool. I tried to get her to calm down, but I didn't know that the word triggered triggers her. And Cristyl, here we are again with you telling a story to someone else, and you're not actually telling the story as it went down. So we are seeing an example of how people tell stories, and the way that they retell the story serves them more than it actually tells the actual truth. So Cristyl, here we are again. You're not being completely honest with your dad and how the story went down. We saw something else. Everyone's accountable except for her. Let's hold up a mirror to Cristyl. Look, girl. Projection. Projector. We're going to get you a projector. Girl, a mess. That was a trigger for her. Let her be. I need to let her be. I need to let her be mad. This is a long-standing friendship. I think she said what she did was not okay, and she's not allowed to do it again. I'm going to be cautiously optimistic going into this. I thought it was weird that it comes out that they hadn't spoken in 3 weeks. So I don't know who should have called who first. I mean, it's just a matter of perspective. I don't know if why Cristyl would think that she would need to reach out to Robin, and I don't know why Robin wouldn't reach out to Cristyl. It all depends on who thinks the other was wrong, right? Clearly Cristyl doesn't think she's wrong, right? She doesn't. She knows that she doesn't deserve to be spoken to in that way, and that's great. However, you have to understand that how you were spoken to was a reaction to your behavior. So maybe you need to check in with that so you're not getting that type of response. While Robin is she should be held accountable for her response, but you also have to be held accountable for how you participated in the scene. Like you participated in that. That wasn't just Robin. So when both people bear accountability in the situation, who calls who first? Who has to be the bigger person? Who's the one that says, you know what? Let me call her. So we don't, I can't really even say like, oh, Cristyl should have called Robin. But clearly she said, you blocked me. And she says, I didn't block your number. And then she tells her, am I supposed to run after you like you give me dick? And that really, really, stuck with me from last week. I even mentioned it in last week's review. The way that sounded, I don't know what the intention was, but how it came off was you run after dick. So anyways, Kiana and Anthony, they go to the fertility clinic, and she talks about how she had to deliver her first baby, which was Watson Realty Co. And then right after she launched her firm, they started trying to have a baby. It was devastating. Her clock is ticking. The doctor was talking about how, women are now more career driven and this and that. I love that she was like, we talked about it, that we didn't just come here. We didn't get here to this place easily, where they were saying, I guess, an egg donor or a sperm donor. I don't know how they talked about it. She said, we talked about it, right? And like, she was looking to him. I was like, that's good. Like, they communicated that. We agreed and this and that. But I love the fact that they mentioned, which I think really, really is important, that a lot of the times it is assumed that somehow, some way in this system that we operate under, that it's the woman's fault for not being able to get pregnant. When in fact, sometimes it's the fertilizer isn't adequate enough. And I think a lot of the times we assume, because this is the system that we live in, we assume that it's the woman's fault, and a lot of the times it's the man's fertility. It's the fertilizer. So I'm glad they mentioned that, because I hate it that it's always, remember on Bling Empire, how the woman, I forget her name, how she she lied to that man's family because they didn't want to bruise his ego. They made it seem like she was the one that couldn't have babies, and it was him. He had fertility issues. He didn't have a high sperm count, but in order to protect his ego and his legacy, she took the brunt of it. And then even to the point where his family was like shunning her and telling her, you need to sit at the kids' table because you can't even make babies and shit like that. And it was him the whole time. So I'm glad that they said that a lot of the times it don't have shit to do with the woman. It's the man. But she did talk about, once a person with ovaries is born, they have eggs, right? That's all the eggs they're going to have for their entire life. And then as, you get older, the eggs decrease. But again, it's not always her. But in this case, it's both. She's 39, he's 42. And we'll see. They're going to do what it takes. It's been a journey. She seemed very emotional about it. Again, I don't know what Kiana is talking about. I love it. I love what they're giving us for her. Tiana has a conversation with the guy who wants to buy the house. He wants to offer $1.9 million, which is $800,000. No, we're not going to do that. And I'll have a conversation in her, and maybe we can keep you in mind for another listing, but not this one, boo-boo. That's too much. And we'll help you find a home, and we'll keep you posted. And so she says, but she's going to call the woman and ask her, since it's been on the market going on 40 days, do you think we want to make a price adjustment? And the time on the market. Nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with the property itself. It's just a very distinct looking property. Like, people down there are not used to that way that house looks. That don't look, what is that? Like, that looks different. You know what I'm saying? So people are not used to those modern homes. And where it's very just like clean lines, straight lines. I loved it. That's my shit. Like, that shit like that, like Teddy's house, the way it looks on the outside, those straight lines, and then on the inside, just like clean and just, I love it. I loved it. But almost $3 million. I don't know. Maybe I need to look at it. I want to go look at it. I want to look at it again. But basically, they're going to take it down $50,000. We just don't want to think. We don't want anyone to think that something is wrong with the place. It's just a market shift. So we'll see about that. Robin, she goes to visit this guy that he wants her to help him sell his loft in downtown in the heart of Atlanta, 2,700 square feet. Oh my God. When I tell you, one time I did a loft tour in Atlanta, and we went to so many lofts we went through downtown Atlanta, and that was just like, oh my God, the loft living is just all me. It's all me. It's always been me. It's all fucking me. I fucking love it. I was like, yes, his spot was so dope. But it is literally for a specific type of person. And I do understand what, like Robin was saying, is like more for like a professor that works at the university, like a fly ass professor. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was dope to me. That was dope. That shit was dope to me. She hasn't seen, oh boy, they were like happy to see each other, hugging and everything like that. It's very much so a man cave, but it can be a woman cave too. It could be anybody cave, honey. That shit was, I loved it. I loved it. And then there was like this green area that they walked up, and he was like, no, we're going up another level. And then it was all outside. Oh my God. It was dope. It was dope. I hope she sells that, honey. Really, really nice. Okay, so Kiana's party at the Waldorf Astoria. Very nice. We want to celebrate achievements. Everybody looks really nice. It's okay to be good with Kira and Robin, not to speak to her, not today. She doesn't want any confrontation. Nothing is happening today. This is my day. I don't want any problems. And I love that she said that, because I think a lot of the times we have on these reality shows, nobody says that. Like, nobody goes in unless they don't show it. Maybe they don't show it, but I'm glad they showed, like, listen, y'all, honestly, whatever you guys feel like doing for the cameras, please don't do them today because this is an event that's very important to me. So I like the fact that it was very much so the calm, because Robin was like, I'm going to talk to her today. And she was like, no, are you? No. She was like, no, please don't. She was like, no, I need to talk to her today. Why today? Why today? Baby, Robin looked so cute in that white, her hair was white and she had them like black beads going like this. Girl, I was like, yes, with the black, all the black. I was like, come on, all the black. She looked like a villain. I loved it. They all look cute. All of them are pretty girls. All of them. All of them, especially that Cristyl. She is so pretty to me. She is so pretty to me, but that attitude, I mean, her personality, you know, we could all work on ourselves. Everything. Always, always, always. She is so pretty to me. It's just, girl, it's like, girl, your personality. Oh shit. And you like a shrewd businesswoman too. Like, girl. Mm-mm. Okay, anyway, so this is all about love. You're going to confront her from a place of love or confrontation. Good. Let's clear it up because I want to know. That's so important. Are you coming from a place of love? Are you trying to, what you trying to do? What is the vibe? What energy? What's the intent? Okay? Come on. I'm here for it. Cristyl walks up. They talk at first the girls see Robin. They were like, oh, we were just asking about you. And Kira was cool with Robin, cordial, right? She was like, yeah, we were just asking where you were, and da 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 da. Girl, you look cute, and da 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 da. And then Cristyl comes to the side, right? So Cristyl is talking to who is she talking to? She was talking to somebody, but her back was to Robin. And then they were like, Crystyl's right behind you. She was like, is that her rubbing up against me? It was like her purse was like hitting up against her. And then when she turned around, she was like, oh, it was so fake. I was like, oh, why did you do that, Robin? Why did you do that? So she was like, girl, we haven't talked and this and that. So, baby, why when they started talking to everybody else, everybody else, they were like, wait, where did everybody else go? They were like, girl, come on, let's go sit down and talk. So they sit down to talk. And that's when she was like, they haven't talked in 21 days. And that's why, like I said, I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Like, based on what happened, what we were able to see, do you guys think that Cristyl should have called Robin or that Robin should have called Cristyl? How do we propose? Should somebody else have came in, like a mutual friend, and say, hey, y'all need to talk? Come on, like, what's going on? Because that did not happen. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think should have happened? You want me to run after you like you give me penis? I was like, oh no, don't say that. No, don't say that ever again, Cristyl. Cristyl, I don't think that landed the way that you wanted it to land. It just made it seem like you are, you run after dick. And we never want to give that impression, okay? Never, ever, never, never. I know a lot of women do. I know a lot of women act like they can't, it's just the dick, the dick, the dick, the dick. But that's not something that you should say out loud that so other men can hear you, because now you're like a little sheep in the pasture, knowing like if I give her some dick, she's going to chase after me. So you don't want to do that, right? You do not want to play those games, all right? Anyways, y'all, that's it. Y'all take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Tell me what you thought about the episode. Again, Kiana girl, I don't know why you don't want to come back. I don't think they're painting you in a bad light. We all could work on ourselves. We all have an idea of ourselves, and when we see something played back to us, we're like, ooh, I don't like the way that look, right? And then we deny it and act like that's not something you need to work on. But now you're able to see it. So since you are able to see something about yourself that you didn't like the way that you were portrayed, maybe it's just time to reflect and correct. All right, y'all, take care of each other, protect your energy. And again, thank you to the ladies who list. Thank you for sharing your lives with us and being vulnerable the way you are. I appreciate it. I love to talk about, how people relate to each other. And thank you guys for sharing your lives with us. All right. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Peace.